February 2026, a month of which we reach a serious inflection point in the stock markets worldwide. We're the only ones on planet Earth calling it before it happens at the exact top, so make sure you watch till the end because there'll be valuable information throughout the video. For those of you new here, I'm a multi-millionaire algorithmic trader who has occasional real 100% accurate trades like in this video. So make sure you continue watching. We're going to talk about the index and how the market will correct over the next few months to longer. We're going to explain exactly what's going to take place in the markets, and this is going to be starting February 2026, a very critical month, which we'll be explaining more later on. Market maker algorithms have this planned well in advance, and they select the tops at very mathematical, precise levels that their algorithms fit beforehand and know exactly where the tops and bottoms are going to be. We're calling this top along with the algorithms that market makers use with our recreated BlackRock market maker algorithm. And we're the only ones on planet Earth with this degree of accuracy that has had accurate calls in the past, where we perfectly called the previous top on QQQ last market correction. This market correction we're calling the same, and we'll be explaining it further into this video. So make sure you watch till the end because this video will be jam-packed with value. There are several reasons for the market topping at this time, including geopolitical and other reasons, technical and mathematical and algorithmic, but as we know, the main thing on this channel that we're looking out for is what the institutional algorithms at BlackRock and market maker institutions are doing. As they're the ones who control the money flow, they control all stock prices. So whatever decision that they make is more important than the rest of the market, which are minor factors such as rate cuts and other things. All of these factors play into their algorithms, which perfectly calculate the mathematical prices to move the stocks to. And what we're seeing at this time is that market maker algorithms are calling the top in the markets, and this with a 100% accurate chance, meaning that when market maker algorithms make moves, they have a 100% chance of moving the stock in that direction. So when these algorithmic tops and bottoms are selected, and we're the only ones on planet Earth with our recreated market maker algorithm to talk, and not just talk, but perfectly predict these movements, call them out on this channel. When they put in these prices, these mark the perfect times to buy or sell stocks. And what we're calling at this time is a market top, meaning that nearly all stocks will be correlated with this in technology and large cap. So the information here applies to nearly every stock in nearly every index, including the SPY and QQQ, Search 2026, with a 100% chance, with us as the only ones on planet Earth to call it out. But continuing in this video, what we're calling is that the global markets and geopolitics are basically perfectly controlled by these institutional algorithms, at least their effect on the markets. The biggest trend right now is AI, and once again these algorithms perfectly calculate and perfectly create these movements, so whatever influence or factors that AI have playing in the markets, these algorithms perfectly calculate for and integrate into their move. There are many myths and misconceptions in markets and trading, so it's very critical to find a good mentor in the markets. There are very few people who actually know what they're doing and very few people who understand how these market maker algorithms work, with nearly all other traders ending up as a statistic instead of actually understanding and playing with these algorithms in the correct way. How you play the markets should be perfectly aligned to these algorithms, otherwise you'll be playing against institutional market maker algorithms, which is something you don't want to do. Instead of trading against the market makers, you want to trade in the same direction as them, which is pretty obvious because when they buy a stock, the stock moves up, and when they sell a stock moves down. Whoever controls the money flow controls the movements of stocks, and the entire stock market and indexes are no different. What market maker algorithms are doing with the indexes and what we're calling at this time is for a correction in the SPY, which will be starting today at 696. We're calling the exact top in the entire stock market for the next few months at SPY 696. And this correlates at the same time with the QQQ being at 632. This is a major top put in by the stock markets, and according to our algorithms it will not be returning to these prices for a significant period of time. So if you're leveraged in the markets or if you have names in large cap or tech that will be affected by this market correction, we would highly recommend you take profits here and sell. We are the only ones on planet Earth who can give you 100% accurate trades like these to the dollar of the exact top like in this video. So congratulations on finding us, and we'll continue with this video. But before we continue, make sure you subscribe and press the notification bell because we're the only channel on planet Earth who give you these updates real time on the exact tops and bottoms of stocks with 100% accurate trades, meaning that they have a 100% chance of not missing. So that's the only ones on planet Earth calling it to the exact dollar of the top. So make sure you mark this video and watch it again if you need to. Another thing we will be explaining is the reason for this correction and what this correction means. As we know, all these corrections are mathematically determined by institutional algorithms that perfectly calculate where to stop the correction and where to reverse it. As we know, these institutional algorithms are the ones that create these corrections in the first place, and in the markets, corrections are a healthy and normal part of how this game works. What you will find is contrarian algorithms work better than all other algorithms in the markets. But as we know, it's just a factor of the most optimal algorithm, which is the exact one that BlackRock and institutional market makers use. In order for the 1% to get richer and the 99% to get poorer, meaning the 99% loses money and the money goes to the 1%, which is exactly how the market maker algorithms work. All these moves must be timed. Make sure you go and watch this video. We explain it much more in detail in that video, so make sure you go and watch it. There aren't many people who understand the markets enough to give you a 100% accurate trade like